Hello and welcome back. This is now day 3 of our Super Aggro Mega Kangaskhan Trick Room team, and as you can see we're up against an almost complete mirror match. That team looks like the second place at Worlds, or the third, I don't know, but top 4 team definitely had all those Pokemon, so this is going to be a bit troublesome, especially because of Amoonguss. Amoonguss might be the game decider here. And I don't know how my opponent will want to lead in this match. And we might have to forfeit our Trick Room option on turn 1. Like if we got Trick Room up, that would be amazing. But it's not looking very good for us, to be honest. Yikes. I don't know, I always, like, these mirror matches are always tricky. I'm going to go our standard lead, and Bishop is very tempting here. But I think Sylveon and Heatran is once again our best bet. This is tough. Sylveon and Heatran. Now, for some reason, Landorus, we haven't used Landorus in any game at all. So that Kang for sure has Fake Out. So in order to avoid a lot of damage, I'm going to Fake Out his Sylveon without Mega Evolving. Yeah, he does Mega Evolve, fakes out our Kang, that's great. We predicted that perfectly. We avoid the super high damage of Sylveon. But now we have another problem, because our opponent's Kangaskhan might want to Sucker Punch. It might switch out to Landorus. It might Sucker Punch. A combination of Sucker Punch and Hyper Voice will probably KO us. I will Mega Evolve this turn, or do I switch out into Heatran? That's a very tempting possibility, since I don't think he will go for a fighting move on our Kang, because we could go for one, and that would mean he would be at a disadvantage, I guess. So the safe move is to bring in Amoonguss or Landorus. With that in mind, I'm going to Double Edge Sylveon and Psychic the Kangaskhan slot. No switches, so he does go for the Sucker Punch, and now Sylveon does Underspeed and takes out Kangaskhan. Damn, I knew it. Should have gone with my gut, but I didn't. So now we have to rely on a helping hand Hyper Voice. Yep. There's Heatran, so now we have another very big issue. Wow, Sylveon has Protect. It doesn't even... wow. Going to Hyper Voice once again and bring Heatran in for my Cresselia. His Heatran might sub, or he might Heat Wave. There's a Hyper Voice. There's a Heat Wave. Okay, so now we can Hyper Voice, and I'm guessing his Heatran will Protect, so I'm going to sub here. Sylveon protects, Heatran protects, I Hyper Voice, and I get a substitute up. Okay, Trick Room is now over, but I definitely still need Sylveon. But yeah, our opponent is, like, we're down one Pokemon, he still has all 4. Odds are he has a levitating Pokemon. You might want to break Heatran's sub, Heatran's Yeah, he might want to break Heatran Substitute. Not afraid of the Earth Power. What is a bigger threat though? I think I have to Earth Power. Or do I Heat Wave? Going to protect Heatran. Heatran does stay in. Goes for the Earth Power. Sylveon uses Hyper Voice. So now this is crucial because I will be able, or I should be able to set up another Trick Room. And I will try to take Heatran with me. He breaks the sub. Goes for the Hyper Voice. Allowing me to get up another Trick Room up. Heatran is down. There's the Trick Room. But there's Kang. Now, if Kang just fakes out Heatran, gonna Helping Hand Heat Wave. If he doesn't fake out Heatran, yeah, he obviously does. Fortunately, I think I'm going to Hyper Voice now and protect. Because he might Sucker Punch. No, he doesn't. Oh, he does. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we might still have a chance here with 2 turns of Trick Room left. Going to protect once again. Helping Hand by Sylveon. Kangaskhan goes for the Sucker Punch and he gets the KO. No. Yikes. I really never expected that Helping Hand. Yikes. That's very disappointing. I thought we were back in it, but protect and then Helping Hand on Sylveon. Wow. I don't know, it doesn't feel like my Sylveon hits as hard as theirs, and they're not even using, I'm guessing they're using Pixie Plates. I don't know, but that was very disappointing. Now we're up against a very similar team than we faced earlier, with Ferrothorn, Jellicent. Jellicent, as you well know, is a huge issue for us. Now, I think we lead. I want to lead non-standard here. I want to lead Bisharp Landorus. We haven't used Landorus at all. This will be the first battle Landorus gets any use. Going to have Kang in the back. And I think I want Heatran. No, I want Cresselia in the back. Although that Jellicent is going to be a big issue. Big issue. Sylveon? I guess we go Sylveon. We do go Sylveon. Let's go with that. See how this goes. We get the boost, so that's awesome. Lando, unfortunately, is intimidated. We intimidated him ourselves. Going to Rock Slide, protect and Rock Slide. Salamence protects, my Bisharp protects. Rotom gets a tiny bit of damage and flinches. So what does Rotom do here? If he goes for overhit, I'm done for. If he goes... What does Salamence do though? Do I Sucker Punch Salamence? He probably thinks I'm Scarfed. So I think Salamence switches out here. I'm going to Sucker Punch the Salamence slot, and I'm going to Rock Slide once again. Okay, so Salamence uses Hyper Voice. Rotom... Does it overheat or Will-O-Wisp? It Will-O-Wisps. And he misses. Wow. So I'm going to protect again and Rock Slide once more. Salamence might be able to take Landorus out with a Double Edge, which would really suck. But having Rotom at such a low damage would be fantastic. Salamence protects, my Bishop protects, Rotom tries to Will-O-Wisp Landorus and does get it. So now, what does Rotom do? Rotom's going to keep Will-O-Wisping. Do I Sucker Punch Mence? I'm going to Sucker Punch Rotom because he might think he knows he's faster at this rate. Do I Rock Slide again? Will a Rock Slide take out Salamence? Probably won't. It won't. I'm going to Superpower Rotom. I'm going to Sucker Punch Salamence and Superpower Rotom. Though that won't KO, will it? Nope. And there's the overheat. Oh, this is very frustrating. Very frustrating. Okay, I'm going to low kick Ferathorn and try to superpower once again that Rotom. Or do I Rock Slide? I'm at quarter attack. I have to superpower. Just because it's single target. It's a bit stronger. It should do 10%. It does, that's great. Now Ferathorn will probably target Kangaskhan with something. Leech Seed perhaps? Gyro Ball, hopefully? Nope. Okay, so now Ferathorn is definitely protecting next turn. My Landorus is the most useless thing ever. And if he has Jellicent in the back, I think that's it for us. Okay, so Salamence comes back in. I think I'm going to switch out into Sylveon and try to knock off Ferathorn. I really would like Landorus dead right now. Ferathorn did not protect. And he Gyro Balls. What is this? Okay, so I think I Hyper Voice should do 33% to Ferathorn, or do I Shadow Ball? No, Shadow Ball is definitely the better play. And I fake out Salamence. Salamence protects, Ferathorn protects, that's fine. Shadow Ball is also the better play in case he has Jellicent in the back. Now I Sucker Punch Salamence. Hopefully Shadow Ball takes out Ferathorn. That's going to be the story here. I guess I am playing very fast, not thinking many things through. I don't know why Ferathorn did not protect though that turn. That was a great predict from my opponent, but yeah. These two Pokemon go down. I'm gonna start the timer just in case. And we'll see here. Nidoking is his last. So if these are usually special based. So what's the play here? He probably goes for a Sludge Bomb or Earth Power. Into whom though? I'm assuming it's Scarfed. Because if I go for Sucker Punch, sorry about that. Okay, if he targets Kang, which he probably will. See, I have to guess here. It's a 50-50 play. If he targets Kangaskhan, he probably KOs at this range. And then he KOs Sylveon, but a Sucker Punch plus a Shadow Ball might KO. No, I think I always go for Sucker Punch, no matter what. Yeah, it does over 50%. There's the Sludge Bomb and doesn't even KO. And the combination also. Okay, so that was great. I expected to be KO'd by that Sludge Bomb. No idea why it didn't. I guess my bulk is really paying off in that match. So now, let's see. We haven't really advanced much in the points department. We've been going pretty much 50-50 up until this point. The battles have been really rough, and a lot of this team's flaws are being exposed. I definitely would not use this team again at a tournament. Not this version. I would need to work on it, to find a good Pokemon to hit water Pokemon, to have a better answer to Among Us, possibly switch some items around like safety goggles on Heatran, Life Orb on Sylveon, perhaps Focus Sash on Bisharp. Okay, so now a Mega Blaziken team or a Mega Swampert team. Mega Swampert has been gaining popularity lately because it counters the Heatran, Thundurus, Landorus, Kangaskhan core pretty nicely. But let's see here. No Taunt user inside. This could be choice specs. So if I lead Cress, I'm very exposed to Hydreigon, KOing Cress, but I think leading Sylveon here is great. Although if he doesn't lead those two, I'm pretty golden. Because once Trick Room goes up, I underspeed pretty much everything. But do I take the risk? I think I do. I think it's worth it. I really think it's worth it. And I can also switch right out into Sylveon in that case. Definitely want Sylveon here. And I think I want Bisharp here. I actually think I do. Over Heatran. Yeah, Bisharp. Okay, he doesn't lead Hydreigon, Breloom, so I'm gonna fake out Blaziken just to be sure, and I'm going to Trick Room because Thundurus can't really do much. And see, our opponent was trying to be tricky there because usually people expect Blaziken to protect turn 1, so sometimes you can not protect and get an advantage because I would possibly target Thundurus, but Thundurus wasn't threatening much at all, and this way I made sure I didn't get surprised by a superpower from Blaziken or anything. I was willing to exchange some damage on Kangaskhan in order to be able to set up Trick Room, and it actually worked out perfectly. So now here I just double edge Thundurus, which should KO, and I'm going to Psychic Blaziken. If he switches out to Hydreigon, which it doesn't, that was perfectly fine. Double edge doesn't even need to hit twice in order to take the KO. Now Breloom probably cannot KO at this range. Probably though, with Mach Punch, not since I am max HP. But does it protect, and does Swampert try to scald me? That's the big issue here. Swampert will for sure underspeed Kang. So a combination of Mach Punch plus Double Edge plus Scald will probably KO me. So with that in mind, I'm going to bring in Sylveon, and I'm going to target Breloom that way. Let's see. It is Mega Swampert. It goes for a waterfall, not onto Kang. Cress flinches, and Breloom goes for Bullet Seed, so and he gets the 5 hits to take the KO. What is this? This was a ridiculous turn for my opponent. A ridiculous turn. Wow. He predicted that perfectly. He read me like an open book. Wow, wow, wow. Now the big question here is, does my Bisharp underspeed anything? I'm willing to sacrifice Bisharp here. What happened there? I'm sorry about that. And I'm going to Psychic Breloom. Breloom is definitely going for a Mach Punch now though. Yikes, that last turn my opponent... Oh no, why? And now he's going to Earthquake away or Waterfall. He's doing a great job stalling out Trick Room. This is getting quite difficult. I'm not going to do the same play again because he will probably predict that. I hate that the sash is intact for that Breloom. Okay, he doesn't. He does Mach Punch. That's great. I Psychic. Swampert will probably target Crest though. Yeah. And now Breloom is faster. Swampert will be faster. Yeah, I think I'm pretty screwed here. Crest can take the KO on Breloom, but then a single Kangaskhan will be up against a Swampert and a Blaziken. Yikes. And then he just needs... I need the double protect here. It's my only chance. And even then, yep, there's the Mach Punch. There's the KO. Oh wow, my opponent played. That turn was magical on his behalf. It really was. Yeah. No chance. Really no chance at all. Swampert goes down, there's still a Blaziken to deal with. And he can Mach Punch and he can do whatever. Yeah, that's game. Wow, that was very disappointing. I honestly thought I had that game easily, and Mach Punch barely does 50%. That's very surprising. But yeah. So our record is not really advancing. We lost to a very low-rated player and lost a lot of points. But hey, it happens. Thank you for watching. These matches are pretty quick, I know, but I'm probably going to make quite a few changes for day 4 now. Like, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna switch items around. I have another Pokemon in mind. Landorus is just... there's so much hate for Landorus that I think I might switch something out for it or something. I'm not sure. Probably Thunders. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.